Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Chris Moreno. In '96, one of the most influential things in my life occurred. My parents got divorced. We were a tight-knit family. We did everything together, including sports, eating dinner almost every day together. My mom and dad seemed like the most unstoppable couple that you could imagine. When they divorced in '96, our family was a divide. My brother kind of went with my dad, and I went with my mom. I became the biggest mama's boy in the world. So during that point in time, I was playing football, baseball, and basketball. My dad was my coach for baseball, and showed up to all my games for football and basketball. My dad and I kind of had a falling out because I didn't really see much of him, because my mom and him didn't really talk much. But during that time, him and my brother became extremely close, and during that time, I became close with my mom. I quit football, and then eventually quit basketball. I stayed in a lot with my mom, and pretty much started to hang out with my mom more than anybody else. I became an extremely shy kid who enjoyed eating more than going out and doing sports. I eventually put on a lot of weight. I started to lose a lot of confidence. The only person that I enjoyed being around was my mom. I didn't really have very many friends. I was basically the fat kid in the back of the class that was quiet and didn't really talk much. I had a lot of sit-downs with teachers because they would tell me you need to participate more, and I didn't enjoy participating, and I made a big deal about it. Eventually, through grade school, I was so desperate to get out of it, and I was very upset with just being who I was. I hit high school and realized that I wanted to change things. My freshman year was difficult, but I had one good friend that I stayed close with. During this time, I started to reconnect with my dad, and our family started to become a little bit closer again. My sophomore year, I discovered something. Women, girls, and I realized that I was tired of just being the friend and the guy who sat there and listened to them complain about the guy that they wanted, and eventually put down the ho-ho and put down the sandwich. From sophomore to junior years, from sophomore summer to junior summer, I started to get back in shape. Started to play sports, I started to run, started to diet. I lost 60 pounds. I was 210 pounds, 5'4" my sophomore year. I lost 60 pounds, grew like 2-3 inches my junior year. People thought I was a transfer. They didn't know who I was. And my best friend at the time was the popular kid. He was the prom king, the homecoming guy. Everybody knew him. He was a football player, the D1 star. And people were like, who's that skinny kid you're hanging out with now? And he eventually helped me with a lot of things, and that was one of the biggest transitions of my life. My sophomore year, when I was Huggies, I met a girl who I had a huge crush on, who liked my best friend, Tommy. And they eventually had their thing. Junior year, I actually worked up the courage to ask her on a date. We dated for 2 years on and off. During those years, I started playing football. I played varsity football. Actually kind of got to know a lot of people. They would call me the politic at the school. I wasn't an ASB, but I knew everybody. I could shake everybody's hand and talk to them in the hallway here and there. And because of the transformation from my parents' divorce to the weight gain to the weight loss, I developed a personality that wasn't cocky, that wasn't arrogant, but was still kind of down to earth, and people could kind of put up with kind of. There are still a lot of people that still don't like me, but that's all right. So yeah, I gained a lot of courage in actually working with my weight and actually getting down to a size that I wanted to be, and I learned how to speak to people and be humble and confident at the same time, which is a difficult task to accomplish. Through playing sports and doing all these things and being reconciled with my family and making sure that we're all close again, I was able to graduate from high school with a bunch of friends and was able to still talk to each and every one of them, even though they're all at different schools right now. And now, who I am today is because of what happened in the past. I'm now a coach at Brea Olinda, and I love people. I love being around people, and I actually have the confidence to talk to most people, and that's what's made me who I am today. Thank you.